Spy, 2015, Movie Recap, Part 1. An ordinary night at a crowded bar suddenly turns into a deadly game of survival. An older woman notices a suspicious man secretly pouring an unknown liquid into a cocktail while the bartender isn't paying attention. Seconds later, the drink is served to a glamorous billionaire named Raina. Realizing something is terribly wrong, the woman rushes over before Raina can take a sip. Don't drink that. Someone just poisoned your cocktail. Raina narrows her eyes. Are you sure it wasn't you? Absolutely not. I saw a man in a purple bow tie pour something into your glass. Still unconvinced, Raina orders one of her bodyguards to investigate. Minutes later, the suspect is captured outside the bar and dragged back inside. Only then does the older woman realize that nearly everyone in the restaurant is actually one of Raina's armed bodyguards. The man refuses to admit he poisoned the drink. Instead of arguing, Raina calmly hands him the cocktail. If it's harmless, drink it. The man freezes. After a long moment, he reluctantly gulps it down. Within seconds, his throat begins to burn from the inside, proving the drink was poisoned all along. The horrifying sight causes the older woman to faint. Moments later, she wakes up, awkwardly laughing as she blames her collapse on low blood sugar. Raina studies her carefully. Penny, are you planning to tell anyone what you just saw? The question sounds polite, but it's clearly a threat. Fortunately, the woman notices another assassin sneaking up behind Raina. Thinking quickly, she warns her just in time, saving her life for a second time. The bodyguard responsible for the security failure isn't so lucky. Raina's security chief executes him on the spot without showing a hint of emotion. Grateful for being rescued twice in one night, Raina invites the older woman to join her on a business trip to Budapest aboard her private jet, promising to fly her home afterward. It sounds like the opportunity of a lifetime. The woman happily accepts, but the moment the plane reaches cruising altitude, Raina secretly slips a powerful sedative into her drink. Within minutes, everything goes black. When she finally wakes up, the jet is already thousands of feet above the ground. Raina calmly explains that, as the daughter of a notorious arms dealer, she trusts no one. While the woman was unconscious, she searched every item in her luggage. Surprisingly, she found nothing suspicious, just ordinary toiletries, wet wipes, and medicine. For a brief moment, it seems the danger has passed. Then everything changes. One of Raina's own bodyguards suddenly shoots another guard and points his weapon directly at her. The traitor reveals that everyone is hunting a valuable piece of cargo Raina is transporting, a tactical nuclear warhead. As the pilots rush out to stop him, they're both gunned down instantly. The aircraft begins spiraling out of control. With no one left to fly the plane, disaster is only seconds away. With the aircraft diving toward disaster, the seemingly harmless woman suddenly springs into action. She grabs a pack of wet wipes from her purse and throws it at the traitor, distracting him for just a split second. Then she lunges forward, wrestling for control of his gun. To everyone's surprise, she holds her own against a highly trained assassin. After a brutal struggle, she knocks the weapon out of his hand and pulls what looks like an ordinary whistle from her bag. It's actually a hidden weapon. One quick strike is all it takes to bring the traitor down. Without wasting a second, she races into the cockpit. The pilots are dead, warning alarms are blaring, and the jet is dropping fast. Taking a deep breath, she grabs the controls and levels the aircraft just in time. I know what I'm doing. Good thing I spent so much time on that flight simulator app. Raina stares at her in complete disbelief. There is no way an ordinary tourist could fight like that, or land a private jet. Realizing her cover has been blown, the woman switches on the autopilot before revealing a new identity. My name is Amber Valentine. I'm your personal bodyguard. Your father hired me to protect you. Raina laughs. You? A bodyguard? Amber calmly explains that Raina's father kept her identity secret because he knew his daughter would never willingly accept protection. If you want to stay alive, she says, you stay with me. After everything that has happened, Raina reluctantly agrees. The plane lands safely in Budapest. From that moment on, Amber never leaves Raina's side. She watches every stranger, questions every bodyguard, and treats everyone as a potential threat. At first, Raina finds her behavior annoying, but she slowly begins to appreciate Amber's instincts. Back at the hotel, Amber finally gets a chance to contact her team. She secretly activates a hidden communication device. Before she can send a message, she notices something terrifying. A tiny hidden camera has been installed inside her room. Raina has been watching her the entire time. Knowing she can't risk exposing herself, Amber quietly changes clothes and slips out of the hotel to find a safer place to report in. Outside, she finally meets her CIA contact. That's when the truth is revealed. The woman isn't Amber Valentine at all. Her real name is Susan Cooper, a veteran CIA intelligence analyst. For years, Susan worked behind computer screens, guiding field agents through dangerous missions. She analyzed surveillance, tracked enemy movements, and helped agents survive impossible situations without ever leaving headquarters. Now, for the first time in her career, she's operating in the field herself. But this mission isn't just about protecting Reyna, it's about stopping a stolen nuclear weapon from falling into the hands of international terrorists. And Susan is the only agent who can get close enough to stop it. Susan explains that everything started just a few weeks earlier. She wasn't a field agent. She was one of the CIA's best intelligence analysts, working behind the scenes to guide agents through dangerous missions. Her closest partner was legendary CIA operative Bradley Fine. During a top-secret mission in Bulgaria, Fine was tracking an international arms dealer named Tihomir Boyanov, the only man who knew the location of a stolen tactical nuclear bomb. Susan guided Fine through the operation from CIA headquarters, monitoring security cameras and feeding him real-time intelligence. Everything was going perfectly. Just as Boyanov was about to reveal where the nuclear weapon was hidden, Fine unexpectedly sneezed because of his allergies. His gun accidentally discharged, killing Boyanov before he could reveal the bomb's location. With Boyanov dead, only one person still knew where the bomb was. His daughter, Reyna. The CIA immediately shifted its attention to her. Unfortunately, there was another serious problem. Reyna possessed the identities of nearly every active CIA field agent. Anyone the agency sent after her would be recognized instantly. The mission seemed impossible. Then Susan stepped forward with an unexpected solution. Since she had spent her entire career behind a desk, Reyna had never seen her face. She was the only CIA employee who could get close to the target without raising suspicion. Although many experienced agents doubted her abilities, Susan refused to back down. She wanted to stop the nuclear bomb from reaching the black market, and she wanted justice for Bradley Fine. Against everyone's expectations, the CIA approved her mission. Now operating under the alias Penny Morgan, Susan infiltrated Reyna's inner circle and slowly earned her trust. But every step forward only made the mission more dangerous. Reyna was intelligent, suspicious, and constantly testing everyone around her. One wrong move would expose Susan's identity, and almost certainly get her killed. As the search for the missing